Alright, hi, hopefully you can hear me properly. Is my mouse around here? Is my cursor a thing? Okay, yeah, my cursor's a thing. Great. Alright, before I get started, I need to get my headphones so I can hear the audio. Alright, so I'm gonna try to be looking for what potentially could be holding you back in terms of pushing advantage and getting out of disadvantage, and maybe I'm not too knowledgeable with hero, but hopefully maybe I can get you some neutral stuff. If not, I can help you out with the Joker matchup here. So let's get started. Alright, so I'm guessing this is the first match. Okay. Actually, let me get it to this size. You know what? Might as well just full screen it. Honestly, I don't even know why I did the cut. This would have been much easier. All right, that's almost full screen, right? Okay. That size. Boom. Bam. All right. Beautiful. Okay. So let's start from here. Okay, so this is town and city. Both recoveries are really good here. You should always only ever you go to town and city. I know you have no control of this, but like just so you can understand the importance of stages, you should always try to pick stages according to your character's strengths and weaknesses, and according to your opponent's character strengths and weaknesses. So, for example, this stage is pretty good for you because you have platforms. You can change at any time. You can camp out your opponent, and you can recover for free because you have a mix-up where you can go low, but you can also overshoot the ledge by holding down and then going to the top platform. That's also a guess that you can do, and that gives just recoveries in general a lot more strengths. Someone like Game & Watch heavily benefits from this stage. Someone like Yoshi heavily benefits from this stage. So keep that in mind. And yeah, let's get started on that. Okay. Okay, so I wanted to see a few things here. So you tried to do a baiting with neutrally, and then you anti-aired him, so that puts him to the ground. Now, it's important to note that in this situation, most people are either going to shield or they're going to jump. If you think they're going to jump, well, you jump side B. If you think they're going to shield, you do exactly what you do here. But in the rare cases that they do dash out, I mean, there's not like enough information to really know what option they're going to pick. This is just based off of experience. But most people will shield. So that was a good call out. But unfortunately, he jumps here. He picks the better situation. Oh, right. Whenever you click on the pause button, it does that. Okay, that was a good anti-air. So it obviously seems like you understand that Joker wants to be in the air a lot more. So you're going to be anti-airing him. The goal here is to anti-air him enough where they're going to start playing grounded, and that's where you can just start playing your passive game. They can't really do much. They do have down B, but in the grand scheme of things, it's not like anything your side B can't really deal with. Let's see. Your air dodge is frame 3. Your up B starts at frame 5, I'm pretty sure. Somewhere on there. Okay, so down guns. When he does down guns, you, since you're in town city, you can always take advantage by just literally going underneath the platform. Okay, that's fine. Why did you get grabbed there? Oh, I'm not sure if you were trying to do a back air here, or if you're just trying to land behind him in forward air. But but interesting choice, I suppose. Oh, okay, that was just bad luck. I'm guessing you just pick random ones. Yeah, I don't think you should ever be picking up random ones. You should always read the menu as fast as you can and try to understand what the menu says. Because, what's his name? Salem, when he plays hero, he reads the menu. He's so used to seeing certain letters that he associates them with his brain and, oh well, really a schema he built. And he could just read quickly and pick an option quickly. So you probably should try to put yourself in more situations where you have to use down B, and then try to read as fast as you possibly can. Don't just auto-select an option. It's not ever a good thing. It can be helpful sometimes. Keep the ambiguity coming, but not all the time. Oh, you probably meant to nair that last time. That's what you probably meant to do. That would have been a good option. So you clearly you're paying attention to certain surroundings, so you clearly have that going on. That's a hitbox. All right then. Interesting. Most people, when they try to do empty lands, they will always react with shield. Well, not always. Most people will react with shield. So you can call out anyone really with a grab there. That was a good jab. Not sure why you didn't finish it. I guess you wanted like pressure, but it's always good to just finish your 1, 2, 3 jabs, so you have them off stage in that situation, and then you have more control of stage and more pressure over him. So he has to make the more you have to pressure him to make the more stupid defensive options, which would usually be like instant get-ups or instant rolls. So this was a good read. You didn't lose or gain anything from it, so can't really say much about it. But to optimize it, you really should finish the 1, 2, 3 jabs and start ledge trapping, which ledge trapping is one of Hero's probably biggest strengths because of side B. And then he has down B to create diversity with like kaboom, boom, and moves that hit in the ground, generally speaking. And I think your forwarder also hits below ledge, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see here. Yeah, that was definitely air dodgeable. So whenever you get hit by back air when you're getting anti-aired, it's more likely mid-level jokers will try to dash attack right afterwards because they always want to get like the best possible scenario, but they don't account for defensive options. So whenever that happens to you and you get anti-aired by back air, take a guess. You want to guess with like a air dodge in or air dodge up and away. Ooh, that was horrible. Wow, that was nasty. That Joker definitely got you there. So unfortunately for you, Joker, he's very fast, volatile, and decent range. He can camp you back, but not as strongly. Really, side B is going to be your biggest friend here. You probably should be using it more because I don't really see you using it as much to control where he goes. Because side B is not only just a tool to attack your opponent, but it's also a conditioning tool to make your opponent do a certain option. So whenever you do side B, people are more likely to shield, right? So when you have your opponent feeling like they have to shield at a certain time, at a certain range, is when you can do a dash grab. Or if your opponent is shielding a lot and they're tired of shielding, once they lose their patience, they're going to start jumping, which is something you can take into account of. And the next time you do side B, they're going to shield, and now you want to jump read. But unfortunately here, you got edge guarded, you got jokered, And there was really nothing you could do about it. He could have back aired you, he could have down aired you, he could have done whatever the hell he wanted, really. That was just a really bad situation. But you did have a jump, no? Let me see. Did you ever waste it? Was that a double jump there? That might have been a double jump there. Let me go back a few frames. Yeah, you double jumped here, never mind. You didn't have a jump. Okay, yeah, you should have upbeat early. That, or you could have gone to the side a little bit. Down here. Oops, no, that's too far. Yeah, you totally could have upbeat here. The side platform is there. You can guess. You can make him guess whether you're gonna go to the top platform to the ledge. So you could have mixed them up there. So you just have that for next time. That's why it's really important to know your stage and what your character can do from those stages. Like for example, Crom, he can on Kalos, he can up B at a certain distance where what's it called? Where it'll look like he's gonna go to the top platform, but he actually goes back to the ledge with up B. So it's like a guess, really. And that's what you want to do most of the time here. Yeah, you're not really like, what's it called? You're not catching on to when he likes to get out of ledge, and then you're also just not pressuring at ledge that well. That might be one of your weaknesses. I'm not sure entirely yet, because I only played you for a little bit, so I didn't really get to like fully see what your weaknesses are, but I think ledge trapping might be a big issue. We'll see. Oh, that was solid. That was completely solid. Important to note, once you once you take a stock after being your last stock, for some reason a lot of players will start second guessing themselves in neutral, and you can start making more risky options. Against high level players, this is not the case, but against mid level, low level players, this is totally the case, all the time. Is they can get this out, second guess themselves. I do want to show you a mix-up that I'm not sure if you know, but it's like a Tampa region mix-up that Manny and Lade and all these top players do all the time. It's double jumping in place when you're in disadvantage. It makes the opponent second guess their offense, which is very important because if anything, recovering towards the stage gets you killed most of the time, but recovering when you're like near the stage and double jumping and absolutely just doing nothing but land back to the ground, that throws them off really hard. You didn't have to jump there. He was 100% gonna dash back. He has a really bad dash back habit. Good anti-air. Yeah, see there? Here, you should never overcommit. If he's shooting down guns, you wait until he lands, because chances are, at the height that he's in, he can cancel into an aerial, and he can intercept you. So let him finish here. Don't overcommit. When you see him land, don't overcommit, because he can always do something. As soon as they land, they have no lag. So if they catch on to you, like trying to do aerials while they're trying to land out of down gun, they could just shield, grab you, edge guard you, you're dead. So you want to be careful. And in this situation, you just want to play your range game. You want to use your side B, you want to use your neutral B to catch jumps, and you want to do like in place nairs or empty hop movements to bait out something. Nice recognition. Unfortunate. I don't know what frame your down smash comes out. Let me check the frame data, because maybe you could have gotten something. Maybe you could have done like a down tilt, and then they're in the air and they're gonna double jump because most players like to double jump there. UFD. Let's see here. Hero. Hero. Alphabets. What are those? There we go. Beautiful. Jab. Okay, so 25 frames ending lag on the first hit. And down smash is frame 9. Okay, yeah, you could totally do jab down smash, I think. Yeah, because most down smashes miss after frame 13 of a jab. It also could depend on because of your end lag frames. Total frames 25. No, that's like Fox jab. That's like Fox jab, but with a range. Yeah, you totally could like did a jab down smash. You would have gotten advantage. That's all you needed. The whole game plan you have to create is pushing advantage. Another great way to do this is once you knock them down, you don't have to jab them at all, right? You don't have to do jab cancels or whatever they're called, jab locks. You could just dash in and do nothing. You dash in, like, let me see, where you hit him up forward air. Right here, you dash in, and then you just stay right there, right where you are. See where they react, and then react to that get up option. Because what you're trying to do here is not overcommit, but make them do a defensive option. And if you most people, if you dash at them like this, they're gonna roll away. So you can always go for like a dash attack read. Okay. Nope. Too aggressive. Yeah, I'm seeing like the majority of the problems why you can't make a comeback is not because you're fighting a really good character, but because you're overcommitting a lot when you should be playing a lot more slower, a lot more careful. But a lot of the reasons why you're getting hit is because you're just overcommitting. Like there, that was just a bait. Of course, you wouldn't know that because he never used counter like that before, but his intentions when he was dashing back and forth is that he wanted to bait you with something. He wanted you to dash in, and you seem to throw a lot of moves out when your opponent is moving, so he probably caught on to that and got you with a counter. That was so bad. Joker here should have just back aired because you were 100% gonna overshot the ledge because you weren't low enough to do the up B properly. But yeah, at least you got a second chance. Nope. I understand that down B could possibly kill him, but remember that Joker is fast. It's faster than Sheik in fast fall. And the character will hit you before you can even do an option if they do preemptive moves, which all he has been doing is preemptive moves. Out of ledge, he's literally only doing preemptive attacks, and that's it. He doesn't wait. He just jumps and doesn't attack. Because you let him, obviously, but it's okay. This is what the analysis is for, to help you understand a few more things. Good, good. Ooh, that would have killed probably. See, that's a lot better. You're playing neutral, you're not overcommitting as much. I think you could use a little bit more nairs because nair is safe on shield. And you have hardly any lag after you land it. So if you think he's gonna grab or dash attack, you can always spot dodge right afterwards. No, don't land like that. It's so hard to try to explain without the visuals. So here, most players will always try, they see a smash attack being thrown out, then they're going to jump, and they're going to be like, okay, well, this is my chance to attack them. Well, in actuality, when you see a character do a smash attack of any kind at ledge, more than likely, you're not going to be able to punish them in time. Because you're going to react to the smash attack, and you're going to be like, oh, well, now I can attack him, right? But instead, you could have just get up attacked, or you could have rolled away. Because what those two options do is, one, you'll slap him away if you do get up attack. The other one is he can't react to that in time. Roll is really hard to react to. So is jump, but like when you jump and you're doing an attack, he can intercept if he reacts properly, which he did. I don't agree with that. He should have backered you with full hop. Either that, or he could actually, you know what, yeah, backer is really good because then he could land and do up B, which is another mix-up that MKLeo loves to do a lot. Ooh. Clutch. Okay, okay. He should have shielded there, but you know, we take those. Oh wow, that killed you, what? That has to have been really bad DI. It's really hard to DI that move anyway, because it sends you really straight up, like Fox. Wow. Yeah, there was no way, you did not expect that to happen at all, did you? It's okay. But yeah, in this match alone, you're overcommitting too much, you're not ledge trapping the character. It really seems like you don't really know that Joker matchup too well. It's okay. You can always analyze, but yeah, you're just overcommitting. You're not pushing advantage as hard as you can. You should play slower when you're in disadvantage, or not in disadvantage, disadvantage in terms of stock count. If you're in lower stock count, you should play a little slower because Hero can afford it. He has to approach you. He doesn't have to approach you, but you can make him do things when you're playing the slow game. And that's how Hero thrives. You want to make him commit to you, not the other way around. That's a general rule for characters that are slow on startup and have a bit of lag. Alright, second match. How long are we doing so far? 21? Alright, that's fine. Okay, literally every Joker likes to start off that way. I don't understand why. Oh, that was a really good damn nair. Oh, he tried to do the same shit again. Okay, okay, so he did not catch on to your attack options. Right there, you should have just gone in, take the stage. Unfortunately, you stood there, but whenever you get the jab, you can just go in, take the stage. If you see at any point, if the jab and they don't tech it, if they don't tech the jab, just run up shield. And if they roll away, it's fine. Or you can also do the jab jab down smash, because then you have advantage. But if you run up shield, there's a good chance they might get up attack on reaction to you just going into them. And then you can get a free punish. But this one in particular, this player likes to roll away a lot. So if you dash in, he probably would just roll away. Okay, so you're in the air. He could always do dash in shield. He tries to go for the offensive mix-up. Double jumps, okay, that's fine. It wasn't good spacing though, but I don't think he should be getting hit too much because you're already above the 30% range. So he shouldn't be able to combo you that hard. One thing to note, if you get caught by grab by Joker at 0, you can do down throw forward air into a regrab, and then down throw nair into a regrab. And then now you're at the prime percent for him to do up throw up airs. If he does, if there's platform involved, then you can get like 0 to 60 to 70, 80 damage just from that one grab. It's really scary, so you should always be playing around his grab as well. Spacing is really key in this matchup, for sure. Okay, there we go. That's what I want to see. Because I felt like that was one thing you weren't doing at all. Which you totally can, because Shalem does this all the time. He uses neutral B to move around, especially with Accelerator. Because then it throws off the opponent. They're like, what the hell, what's going on? And then at that point, they're confused, and you can make them do panic options for free. Okay, so you're timing your aerials the same way every time. It's gonna get really easy to parry, and which he did. So be careful with that. You always want to mix up your timings, and you always want to mix up with empty grab instead. You want to make sure you're telling him that it's not okay. You can't shield on me all the time, and sometimes you don't even have to like grab or attack. You could just jump away from them, right? Like for example, the same scenario here. You could just literally jump away. You could just keep going forward. Like, see my MRS? You could just go right here. And he's too busy trying to shield in time because he thinks you're going to attack him. But yeah, it's a whole mix up. You can either jump over here, you can drop down shield, or drop down grab, or you can drop down and fastball air dodge, which is also another great option in case they do an offensive move. But every time he's in tech situations, he likes to do defensive options, so you shouldn't be worried about him being aggressive in those situations. He only pushes aggression whenever he feels comfortable, and your goal is to make him uncomfortable, so he exposes his defensive habits and you exploit those. Okay, interesting. I don't understand why he did down smash like that. Let me see the whole situation. Okay. That's a habit you have. That's not good. Don't do this. Don't do this too frequently. What you could have done instead. Let me reverse the frames of you. What you could have done here is when you did your double jump, air dodge right to the ledge. If you air dodge to the ledge, he's already committing to his down guns. You have stage because he committed to down guns, and now the situation's reversed. Air dodge is always going to be your quickest option. Of course, I say this with a grain of salt. Don't do it every time. You always want to mix up your options as much as you possibly can. Alright, so in these situations where it feels like he's choking you out, it is very true, he is choking you out, but instead of attacking, instead of trying to go through the platform and do a nair or a forward air, what you can do is hold shield and wait and see if he does an aerial, because most jokers will love to spam up air when they see shield, and then after they do up air, then that's when you can start jumping away and mix up with neutral B movements, because they're gonna start chasing you. But the moment you mix up with neutral B movements, they're gonna be like, whoa, what the hell? He moved the other way. What happened? Down air was unnecessary. You could have just did the back air because you were in safe space. Yeah, he could have definitely parried though. That's definitely an option. He did it before, so I understand. You can also empty hop, empty land. I mean, if you think he's gonna parry. Ooh, what? Did he not counter? What was that? Oh, he let go of counter too early. Gotcha. Okay. Oh, that's almost smashed. Oh, he sucks. Alright, let me see. This was good. Then you overcommitted. In those situations, these are called skirmishes. Close quarters. Skirmishes are situations where there are close quarters, neither side can react, and they're going to try to do the fastest option they have. Which, in your case, you did an option like that. And in his case, he punished you with that because he has the high ground, quote unquote. So what you could have done instead was shield and roll away, or you could have just dashed away and start charging side B and see if he's gonna go in. I like the weight. I approve of the weight. I 100% approve of it. Unfortunately, you got unlucky with the guess, and he just stayed still. But you still have advantage though, so you shouldn't even have the shield here. You could just like do short hop landing up airs. Really good side B. This is a grab for sure. You got beat. Wait. What frame is a grab? 7 or 6? 6? Yeah, you have a frame 6 grab. And Joker. That forwarder looked very well timed, but I don't think it should matter. Is the first hit of forwarder safe? I don't think it is, right? Frame 7. Oh, okay, so it's really tight to grab him. Gotcha. No, it's not safe at all. It's not safe at all. It's negative 10. Yeah, you totally could grab that. Okay. I guess you did up B too late. That's the only practical solution to that question was. Okay. Interesting. Okay, so you are doing this. You are guessing. Okay. So I really need you to stop doing that, because whenever you take a guess on what you're gonna get there from your down B list, it could go really bad on your favor, or it could go really good on your favor. Obviously, you wanted to play out, but I really think you should only ever do down B in positions where it's okay to do it, like you have safe distance, because you always want to make sure, just in case, you know, if it goes wrong, you're not gonna get punished. But this was not good at all, because he still had his double jump. Joker has a lot of mobility in the air. He's gonna catch you. I'm surprised he didn't up smash, to be honest. How did you die? Wait, did you run out of MP? No. Oh, you were trying to fish for zoom. Ah, you almost had it. If I recall, it's a 33% chance, so, you know, not the best option on stage. I think up B is still the most consistent option. But, yeah. It's not like you lost a lot, you know? You still have the percent lead, so. Why do you do this? You crazy man. Oh man, if he times a well-timed forwarder and drags you down with up air, you're getting like 50%. I don't understand why. I mean, you are off stage, to be fair. Yeah, okay, you know what, that's fine. Oh, nice. Ooh, he caught that. Ooh, he's schmixing you. He's schmixing that offense. Okay, so you did a preemptive attack. So, let's see here. Okay, back here, that's fine, because he overcome it before. He should be dead here. Nope, he shielded in time because of invincibility. That was never gonna kill. Nice. Okay, so whenever you have the stock lead, you want to play as defensive as possible. That doesn't mean you shouldn't overcommit, because sometimes you do need to overcommit, even though you have the lead. But most of the time, you want to play the long game now. Whenever you have the stock lead, play the long game. Do not interact as much as you possibly can. You want to keep tacking in damage until you can't no more. Like, until you die. But you want to make sure you have extra credit. So you need to play really safe now. Nope. Yeah, you're overcommitting a lot. Luckily you got that, but you're throwing out aerials too much right now. You should really be playing safer. Ooh, you had the read, but he mixed you up, which is really good. Nice timing. See, if you did it instantly, it wouldn't have worked, but you changed the timing. Always good. Nice, nice. Just open it. Ooh, unfortunate. No way! Why would you shield there? Okay, so hopefully you're gonna drag him off to the ledge and then just F smash him. You're fired. You could have taken the stock. What if he makes a comeback now? It'll suck. What happened? Did you get grabbed or some shit? No, you tried to edge guard, but you fast fell. You should have just stayed in the air, my guy. You should have just stayed, went to roll distance, and not done anything. That was a guaranteed W. Okay, okay, fair enough. Man, I haven't seen one of those happen in a while. Okay, so I think you did good. Overall, I think you should be playing a lot more safer when you have the stock lead. You want to deteriorate their percentage lead as much as you possibly can, and make sure your advantage only stays higher. But overall, that was a pretty good game. Pretty good game. All right. So this stage isn't allowed, by the way. This stage is actually not legal at all in any area. But we'll disregard that for now, I suppose. Nice. That was good. Stop doing the guesses. Okay, so I don't know if you know this, but your up smash is doo-doo butter, okay? Never do up smash. Your up smash is straight doo-doo butter. Look at that. Look at that. You have nothing. That's it. That's it. Doo-doo butter. Don't go for up smash. Unless you get like downer into up smash, and you're hoping for the crit, great. But don't do it to catch landings. That's not gonna catch anything. To be quite honest with you. I like how you're recovering, although you did it now 2 times in a row, I think, which is very predictable. So hopefully you mix up the next time. That was a really good down tilt. Unfortunate. How did that happen? Okay, I see. So I guess you just had to go center there, because I don't really think there was a reason to aggress there, right? Because you could just jump over any attack you do there. Whenever you see down B or down guns happening, try to hit from the side. It's the best place to hit him. They nerfed the range of that move, so not range. They nerfed the spread shot of the move, so it's easier to hit to the side now. But if he's staying, if he already shot like 4 times, he can already act out. So you probably just don't want to interact with it and just go into the platform. Very good. His up B is trash, and your up B kills his up B. A lot of end are going on there. What? A Joker player is like good in some areas, but like really bad in some other areas. Yeah, I don't really agree with like all of these down B weights you're doing near CQC range, because he could just dash burst you. He could burst range option you there, and you just have nothing. You go through on the outstage. Like, let's go back to here. He's still in dash range. He could just dash attack you, and you're still reading, right? So there's no reason to do it in this range. You should always just try to land with a nair or a back air if you can, but like a nair is probably more optimal because it's less laggy. And Jokers in this range always tend to do like dash attacks if they think they're confident enough to hit the move, which most of the time they will only exclusively go for dash attack. So you can always like do nair, spot dodge. Great mix-up tool. Got him with that broken stuff. Good back here. I like the double jump to top. Nice wait. This is what I mean, you always gotta wait. Yup. No punish there. Good up air. Nope, you're just throwing it now. Okay, that was very lucky. That was much more crazy. Nice up tilt. I don't know if you ever seen the hitboxes for up tilt, but my guy, your up tilt is broken. It's great. I love it. We should trade up tilts. Just kidding. That would make Crom way too good at anti-airing. But whenever you have someone above you, you should always take advantage of the fact that you have up a tilt. Up a tilt? Yep, up tilt. That move is fan freaking tastic. Look at this. Dumb. So good. Okay, I get the purpose behind doing zoom so you could take out his like invincibility, but I'd rather you just like let your MP replenish so you have more options. So I think you should like try to scramble a little bit more in neutral just so you can get more experience in CQC ranges. You should have shielded there. Wow, that was something. Just gonna try to edge guard you. Yep. Nice rate, nice wait. This is why I tell you to wait. This is exactly why I tell you to wait. See, this is why I wish you don't use menu too much at close range, because you miss opportunities like this. You got one sleep, you don't need to overcommit anymore. You probably didn't react to it anyway, but like, you should just cancel your down B as soon as possible once you do an option and he's at close range. Because if your sleep did miss at any point, he could just forward air you and now you just lost your stock. Really, I think like a concept that you could work on better is analyzing your character's risk rewards. Whether or not a certain thing to do is better than this other option. So, for example, if I use Crom against, let's say, Jigglypuff, there's a risk reward. If I do Nair forward or up B, the risk is she might be too light to the point where the first hit of up B just knocks her away, and then now I'm an end leg, and she could just down and rest me. But the other options I have, right, is I could do Nair, right, and then forwarder, and I keep the safe option, and then I still have advantage. So you always want to make sure you're picking like the best option as possible. Of course, this is gonna be like experience based. You're gonna have to go through the process of playing a lot until you get to that point. But you can totally grind that out with like friends if you have, if you guys play it at all. Really good to grind that out. Whenever you're playing against someone that's around your skill level, it's really good to try to work on the stuff you're not good at, and then try to also work on the things that you're already good at so you can sharpen them. You are a lucky person. That was really good. That was really good. You got zoom. Perfect. Ooh. Hit him with that. Nope. Oh, you trying to go for that cheeky throw, huh? I see you. So, one thing you could do better, at least, is conditioning your opponent to jump out of shield. Joker has no out of shield options. Absolutely none. He has back air, that's about it, but he has to be facing backwards. So he already loses the option to grab. So when you're fighting characters like Joker, where they have just no out of shield options at all, when you keep your range, you can pressure with side B, make them jump, or pressure with neutral B and run with neutral B. Because something Salem does is he'll do a landing neutral B into a dash and see how they react. If they roll, he'll react accordingly. And if they keep shielding, he will grab. And if they jump, well, he'll forward air, obviously. And if the neutral B does hit, it actually combos at high percents into moves. I'm pretty sure you already know that. But yeah. You want to try to condition your opponents to jump if they have no out of shield options. It's really, really good. It's probably one of your best ways to get damage if your opponent is playing too defensive or passive. Okay, so yeah, side B. See if they jump. If they do, perfect. Do it again. Try to punish it. If they don't and they keep shielding, grab. If they roll, well, you read that for next time. There you go. Alright. We're at the 48-minute mark. Okay, so I guess I'll speed run through these next ones. Okay, this crown player is like throwing out moves. He doesn't think at all. He just reacts. That's a really bad playstyle. Okay, let me run by that again. So he's just looking for upper combos. If you see crown players doing upper combos or trying to fish for upper, they're probably gonna do upper like 1, 2, 3, 4 times. You could just like border them, tell them no, you can't do that. or just use side B. Ground's main objective here is to get as close as possible because you have no options that are really fast outside of your jab. So if he gets in, well, your character is gonna go through disadvantage pretty quickly. Important things to note: if he does nair, which most Chroms will do if they're not smart, they'll blindly nair. You can parry that. The best option against sword characters always is to parry their moves because they're very it's really hard to try to change the timing of aerials like that because they're already like disjointed and they have no timing and they have like 2 frames of active 2 active frames usually, most of them. So it's really just easy to time the punish for a parry, and most swordies will try to land with it because it's the most safest option, so you could just always parry that. So a lot of your punish game is going to be coming from parrying actually. Parrying air is really easy. If you need practice with that, we can always go to the lab and do that. I don't mind. Upbeat, the sound cue, really easy to beat out. The sound cue is when he says the voice line, or if you hear the sword slash. The visual cue is when you see the sword slash, you throw out the move. Forward air is Kron's best friend. Forward air is the best move that he has. Probably one of the best moves in the game, actually. You deal with that the same way you deal with nair, parry. But the difference is you can't really punish forward air point blank if he does full hop, because he has 2 frames advantage against you, so you can always do jab right afterwards. Anyway, a lot of Chroms mix-up is gonna come from forward air. Like really good Chroms, their mix-up a lot of the time is gonna come from side B mix-ups and forward air. Forward air is their best tool. For really good analysis, watch Mr. R. He's probably the best Chrom player, and then Rivers is pretty good at the punish game, so you can get familiarized with how Chroms like to punish. But yeah, this guy isn't really thinking at all, to be quite honest with you. He's not thinking at all, he's just throwing out moves. Like his game plan, so far what I've seen, he's just gonna probably like dash in aerial or just like spam aerials in place and then dash in afterwards. It's like very predictable stuff. Yeah, he just wants to get in you. That's all he wants to do. So against these playstyles where the opponent just likes to go in, you want to play as defensive as possible and bait and punish non-stop. That's pretty much the option, the best option against playstyles like these. I want to say the best range to stay with Chrom against Chrom is probably a mix of mid-range and long range, because you can see you're not winning that. You're gonna get outmatched 100%. But mid-range, long range, probably your best bet in terms of ranges where you can play against them. How safe is forward air? I feel like he could have upbeat you there. I'm not sure of the timing he did. I had to relook at that. Hero. Hero. Cool. Forward air. Forward air is -7 on shield. Nope, he cannot punish that. Okay, cool. So that's a really good move to use, actually. He has no options out of that except for grab. I think it's frame 7. Yeah, Chron's grab should be frame 7. So after you do forward air on shield, you could probably even jab to beat out grab, to be quite honest. That was an overcommitment. You didn't have to do that. So Chrom, they can't really mix up that much out off stage. They can't afford to do like what Roy does with neutral B or side B stuff. He has to only go for up B or air dodges. So if you see Chrom really close to the ledge, it's safe to say he's gonna air dodge. So you can probably do like a down tilt read because your down tilt is active enough to stop that. And then you have him in disadvantage. Pretty sure. Let me see your down tilt. Active 6 through 10, so 5 frames active. That's really good. Let's see here. Your other option is down air. If you are confident in landing the down air sweet spot, you can also call that out. And you can do down air on his up B, but it's really risky because if they know you're going to be greedy, they can pull back and then sneak in the suicide kill. Or they could just take your stock and they just live, which happens a lot actually. I do that so frequently. I've won so many games because so many players want to down near me. I'm just like, okay, I'll pull back and then they just die. So be really careful when you do that. But outside of that, I think your best option is always going to be F smash anyway. F smash or type A. They both are really good to beat out Crumb's uppy. What the hell was that? Okay, so yeah, that's not gonna hit him in a million years. You have to look at your hitboxes. The sword doesn't go all the way up, it just goes to the side and slightly up. So that's not gonna hit anywhere on the platform. But yeah, as I said before, because it seems like this is going to be a common theme against Rushtown characters you're going to be playing against, you want to keep your distance. You don't want to overcommit. You don't want to participate in CQC events unless you're doing spacing. But yeah, long game, best game against Rushtowns. Turn his speed into this now. Yep, good range. Good anti-air. No, don't chase him, don't chase him. Okay, okay. You can chase them, but don't do a move. Just like empty hop and see what they do. If they double jump, you chase that. You chase the double jump. But yeah, generally speaking, you just want to do empty stuff and see how they react and punish accordingly. If you plan to push advantage, which you 100% should. Really good forwarder. Unfortunate. I don't know if you know about the up B turnaround. If you are facing the opposite way, it'll send the opposite way. So let me see here. Yeah, if you face the other way, it'll kill them. Maybe it'll kill them, I'm not sure. I don't think they have enough counter. Okay, so this situation right here, don't do a landing aerial. What you could have done is drop down side B, because I don't think he should be able to punish you. I'm not entirely sure on that. I don't play against Hero as often as I should. But honestly, just not doing anything, reacting to what he does. If you see that he lets go of shield and he's already starting to dash, you could probably roll in, because he's probably gonna overcommit. Because Crom, once they dash in forward or jump forward, they can't reverse that momentum. They're not like Lucina where they could just like, or like Yoshi. Let's use that as an example. They can't just reverse the momentum. They only go one direction once they go forward. That was really good. That was really good. Chroms, they love to jab. If you don't see a Chrom jab, they're not playing Chrom correctly at all. That's like an anti-air, a combo tool. It's everything in a package, really. It's what makes this character dumb, really. Forwarder and jab, broken. But anyway, that was really good. Chroms love to just throw a jab sometimes here and there. So, in those situations, great recognition. You just waited. You got baited. A lot of Chromes don't actively try to go off stage. They really should. Because the only way you're going to learn how to edgeguard is by going off and committing and trial and error. Ooh, unfortunate. Okay, okay. Nope. Bad spacing. Unfortunate. You really need to stop like trying to cheese him. He's in the air. You can't really do anything about it. You just have to go on the underneath the platform and wait for him to drop down so you can punish. Because if there's anything you need to understand about zoners, is that when they are protected above them, they are a menace. This is why I'm telling you to always stay like mid-range. Staying on these platforms for zoners, really, really, really good. You should always stay underneath platforms if you can. It'll get you a lot of mileage. If your opponent doesn't know how to parry projectiles properly, it'll get you a lot of mileage for sure. I don't like this. Oh, no, no, you threw it all away. Oh, you're panicking so hard. Oh, how did it all begin? How did this happen? Okay, that's a problem. So you're never gonna catch anyone Chrome like that. You have to. They have really good arrow drift when they go one direction. So what you should be doing, all right? Let me show you here. Not up B, but you should just empty hop. Empty hop, see what they do, and then try to ledge trap, which is something I have not seen you do at all. You need to learn how to ledge trap. That'll get you a lot of mileage, learning how to do it. And the best teacher is by simply rehearsing, doing your ledge trap options, and trying to do them in a match. Alright, where are we at? 1 hour? Alright. So, this will be the last one. Let's speed run through this one. Look at you, let's go. Very confident, I like this. Nice. Yes, sir. Okay, I like this. This is completely different. What is this? It's like you just transformed, bro. Are you DBZ characters? You just went Super Saiyan, dude. Oh, you trying to style on him, bro. See, this is much better. Like, after you're committing moves, like, after you hit them, you don't overcommit. That's the problem you were having with Joker. That's the problem you were having in the last match. This is really good. This is good. So, I want you to see this. I'm complimenting you. I'm telling you what you're doing good and what you should keep doing. Whenever you notice you're doing something good whenever you're watching your matches, you want to keep that in mind and try to push that. You want to keep making it better. And then work on the things you're not good at. So whenever you do something good, rewatch that video, write down what you were doing good, why you were hitting your opponent, and why it was working. So you can replicate that more often. Because the goal is to build a schema in your head that will work all the time. That was really good spacing, but unfortunately the timing wasn't there. Okay, okay. Relax. You're pressing way too many buttons. You don't need to do all this. He's not overcommitting. You should recognize that, and you should start playing the slow pace game because you are a stock ahead. You have a lead, a really big one, and you need to play for timeout if you really need to. You just want to stall as much as you can out of him and try to kill him, not let him take advantage. Like there, it was a really good option, but you weren't ready for that. Oh my god, died. See, like right there? That was really good, but you're overcommitting. All you have to do is wait. Wait and see what he does, and then react accordingly. What happened here? You get the forward air. You got the... That was a really bad spacing. Good punish by him. He should have up-beat. Yeah, I guess you misclicked. Not sure. Play the long game. You gotta play the long game here. Don't overcommit. I know you're feeling yourself, but you gotta play the long game. Because even though you're feeling yourself, there's a chance that when he gets that one opening he needs, you will stop feeling yourself and you'll start doubting yourself, and you don't want that. You don't want that mindset at all. You want to play the long game and just nitpick at him until he's at high percent, and then you can start like playing safe commits. Yes sir, yes sir, I like this. Really good, really good. He's finally playing patient. Wow, this Crom is learning. Oh, that would have definitely killed him if there was no platform there. Good up. That was really good air dodge. My guy, you're too trigger happy. You need to slow it down. Whenever you have the advantage, slow your roll, because it looks like you just try to push way too hard, and that's killing you. Damn, that killed at 80? Holy shit. That up tilt nasty. But yeah, like this was a great example of you overcommitting when you have the stock lead. When you have the stock lead, just play the stock lead. You don't have to commit. Don't commit, you don't have to. Just play the safe game and draw the stock. Slowly but surely, you'll start killing him and eventually he's gonna die. But yeah, this is a really good example of what you were doing great, and then what potentially could have gotten you killed if you kept doing it. Alright, so yeah, that was the analysis. So basically, work on not trying to overcommit. Work on when you have the advantage, keep the lead. Work on keeping the lead. And oh man, my mind went blank. I know those are two really important things. I think there was another thing, right? Oh yeah, work on conditioning opponents to shield. and make sure they jump out of shield. You're not gonna make them be able to jump out of shield, but you can try to condition do too, and that's the whole point. That's what you want to do. Those three things, I think those are the biggest things that could really help improve your gameplay a lot. Outside of that, push your advantage, like I told you before in our set matches. Just work on waiting a little bit more when you do put your opponent in disadvantage, and see what they do and try to play around that instead. Alright, so yeah, those are the three things. This is pretty good, you know, this is good footage. There was a lot to learn here. I don't think you did bad. You did pretty good. But yeah, thank you for watching, and I hope this helps.